Hi, this is Trudy. Welcome to the 7-Day Healthy Cleanse. I'm excited that you've joined us to get this info. Let's just jump right in. We all know that Americans eat too much sugar, too much fast food, and considering the fact that I myself have a hamburger that I bought in August of 1998, and it still looks the same. It's right here on the screen. The bun, the hamburger, the fries, they all look the same. They will not rot. They've never been refrigerated. So the question becomes, how much nutrition could possibly be in that? Wow. Americans are just making wrong choices. They're pushing the good stuff back, cramming in all the fast food stuff for taste. It tastes good. It's like yummy, yummy. It's loaded with sugar. And the end result is all kinds of things like low energy, poor sleep quality, moody, overweight, inactive, watching too much TV and playing games, and even some challenges like fatty liver, because the liver can become so overloaded from trying to detoxify all this stuff that when fat comes in there, you can see the fat on the outside of this liver. When fat comes in, the liver says basically, you know what? I am so full of junk that I cannot take care of you right now. I can't process you. So it'll just basically, in Trudy's words, just hang the liver on hang the fat on the outside of the liver saying, I'll get to you later when I can. So all kinds of things can come from all this kind of stuff. It pays to do a cleanse. And think about the colon. This picture right here is a very diseased colon. But this lady who had this colon thought that she was fine because she was having 3 bowel movements a day. Now, we're a little gross right here to think about that, but this is the truth because so much health is based in that gut. Well, guess what? Even though she was having 3 bowel movements a day, some debris was in there that was packed up against the walls of the colon that had been there from 10 to 30 years, who knows how long. So it pays for us to learn about our body and the things that can be happening so that we can take care of ourselves before we get sick. So I'm encouraging all of us, including myself, be stronger than your excuses. Ask yourself this important question: is my health worth doing a healthy cleanse? Well, let's talk about that. This is Shaklee's 7-Day Healthy Cleanse. I'm going to share more about it, but it's very, very, very simple to do. It's all laid out, and it's all backed by the Shaklee Guarantee. And we know Shaklee's known for their safety. And if you look at the bottom of this, conducting over 100,000 quality tests per year, that's why Shaklee can say 100% guaranteed. Also, we form a private Facebook group for 7 days, and that's where we get support and education. I will be answering questions in that group, dropping info into that group, giving valuable resources that you can use for the rest of your life. It's just an amazing week. Of course, it comes with a guide that's in the 7-Day Healthy Cleanse. And when you add that guide with the guidance you're going to be getting in the group, support you're getting from the people in the group, you're going to be thankful you joined this. You're also going to get a shopping list. You're going to get frequently asked questions, a ton of recipes. I can't tell you how many recipes. It just goes on and on. I stuck a few in here. But the important thing is, by focusing on doing healthy things, the right healthy things for those 7 days, so many benefits can come from that, like improved focus and energy, enhanced mood and sleep quality. It supports detox and digestive health, jumpstarts weight loss, reduces cravings, and even if you just plain want to feel better, it's good to do the cleanse. Now, my approach to leading a 7-day healthy cleanse is twofold. I've led many of these cleanses over the past few years, and we always have a very unique group each time. But I focus on, I've kind of refined this through the years and focus on 2 areas. First of all, of course, we focus on the cleanse topics, the recipes, food tips, hydration, how to recognize artificial sweeteners, healthy sweeteners, and so forth. And then I also do some things on the health side, like answering some questions, sharing some amazing living proof stories, talking about the gut-brain connection, talking about are supplements really an option in this day and time? Who can you trust? and also a little bit about lab work. Tanya is getting a course together that she's going to be offering us to join about how we can actually interpret lab work, because most of us look at that lab work and cross our eyes like, what in the world does this mean? And so we say, oh, well, I'm in the normal range, but we really can't interpret anything about, well, what should I be doing so that those things are better the next time I have lab work. So we can talk about some of that, plant some seeds about that. Some people are forever changed by committing to this cleanse and being part of this private cleanse group. Now, the common question is, am I going to starve? The answer is no. Every 2 hours during the day, you're going to be munching on something that's healthy. And so let's take a quick look. Don't try to copy all this down. You will get a copy of this. This is taken from Shakti's guide, and I've made a few changes, just a little bit. Anyway, vegetables are unlimited, and we use those raw, steamed, or sauteed because we're concentrating on healthy things. We focus on 2/3 vegetables, 1/3 fruit, because when somebody says, oh, I can have fruit, they think, oh, I'll eat all fruits and no veggies. No, we're trying to give our body a rest. We're trying to keep the blood sugar under control. And so we want to focus on 2/3 vegetables and 1/3 fruit. And of course, we're limiting those fruits that are the highest in sugar, like no bananas, no cherries, no oranges. Those are very limited. I mean, I'm not saying you can't take a bite of them. They're just limited. Now, as far as beverages, 8 to 10 glasses of water a day, because it takes water to help your body to detoxify. And you can see the list there of different things. You are not going to starve to death, and you're not going to get thirsty as long as you stay hydrated during this. Now, as far as fats, we always get questions about fats and dressings and all of that. We are going to be using healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. Like you can use, Shakti says, use 1 to 2 tablespoons per day for like salad dressing or sauteing and so forth. So we're focused on that. Now, this is a screen that I added because we're focused on healthy sweeteners through all the health classes that Tanya and I have taught. These are our favorite 3 healthy sweeteners: stevia, pure cane, and monk fruit. Now, you may be watching this and have not heard of some of these. And so if your phone's handy, you might even want to snap a shot of this, because pure cane can be ordered online. Lakanto monk fruit can be ordered online. But the reason we love these, they do not mess with your blood sugar, and they are healthy sweeteners, so that you're not jumping to artificial sweeteners, because artificial sweeteners are a no-no, period. How about condiments? All herbs and spices, fresh and dried, are fine. Veggies can even be dipped in mustard or fresh salsa. And how about protein? Well, this is a modified cleanse right here. This is Trudy's modified cleanse. All right, protein. Avoid red meat. That means avoid pork and beef. But you are okay using chicken and fish as long as you grill it, roast it, bake it, prepared in a healthy way, and it's not fried or deep fried. And also the Shakti shake is something that I do every day during the cleanse so that I'm getting some high quality protein. Now, you will notice when you look at the Shakti guide that it says to avoid these proteins. In fact, all protein. Avoid meat, fish, tofu, and beans. And if you want to do that, then go for it. But our experience has been that we want to teach people skills that they can use for the rest of their life. And part of that is knowing how to prepare healthy proteins in a good way for you and your family. So that's why we kind of do an adapted one here. So like I say, if you want to go all in, go strictly 1, 2, 3 by Shakti's guide, then go for it. But we do a modified cleanse. Now, what are we going to avoid during this? I won't take time to read all of this, but some of these are very obvious. Like you can look at the beverages and see that those are very obvious. One thing on there is dairy. We are not doing dairy during this week because dairy causes inflammation in so many people. It is being avoided. Also, you'll notice fruit juices are on here. Now, we can eat fruit, but fruit juices are like shooting pure sugar right into your bloodstream. And so we're not doing fruit juices because of those blood sugar spikes. We're trying to give our body a rest from blood sugar spikes so that it can actually get rid of some of the toxins that are in the body. Also, if you look at the bottom, as far as vegetables and fruit, we are avoiding canned veggies and canned fruit, avoid dried fruit, and avoid high starch veggies like white potatoes and corn. Now, it's okay to eat some sweet potato, but not white potato, because sweet potato has a lot more fiber in it and it will hit your bloodstream slower and so forth. So fiber is a good thing. So these are some of the no-nos that we avoid during the week. Now, over on the right, just a miscellaneous list that I put together based on what people usually ask. We are avoiding refined sugar. We also are avoiding added sugars, including agave, honey, and maple syrup, because those shoot the blood sugar straight up. We're avoiding artificial sweeteners. They're toxic. Processed foods, grains and nuts, roasted and or salted seeds, but raw seeds are okay. We allow raw seeds because they're easier to digest than nuts. Also, we are avoiding vinaigrette dressings of any kind because they're generally loaded with sugar. So we're going to teach you a little bit about how to look at labels also. Basically, we're going to be living as close to nature as possible, just enjoying some of God's great fruits and vegetables that he gave us here on this earth. Now, let's talk about the packets that come in the 7-day cleanse. It's clearly labeled morning and evening packets. And if you look here, there's no guesswork in it. It basically says morning, take these, evening, take these. Now, let's look at what's in those packets. And I'm not going to read all this. I just want to point out one or two things to you. I also want to let you know that all 4 of the Shaklee products that are in this cleanse, in these packets, they also come in bottles. I get asked that every time. Shaklee just chose to take the 4 key products in Shaklee's product line, 4 keys that help with detox, and package them together to make it very convenient for someone to do this cleanse and to invite new people to do this cleanse so that they're not ordering 4 whole bottles of things. So I think that's very smart. But I do want you to know that they are available in bottles, if that should be something you might want to do after the cleanse is over. So how about Optiflora DI? Well, this is one of Shaklee's probiotics. It improves gut transit time. I've got so many stories related to this, and I'll be sharing those during cleanse week. It survives the stomach acid so that it gets in there and just does what it's supposed to do in the body. So we know that health starts in the gut, and you want to have good probiotics in there. Liver DTX is another one. It is in the morning and in the evening packet. It's just so very important because the liver is like the chemical, what should I say? The chemical factory, not the chemical factory, the chemical detox factory in our body. Everything goes through that liver. And so it can get overloaded very easily. So what does this product do? It has the contents of this product. Milk thistle is one of those. Reishi mushroom, you can see the whole list here. It helps to maintain normal bile flow. It helps your body to excrete toxic compounds, and the list just goes on and on. And alfalfa, one of my absolute favorites. Alfalfa is often called king of the plant world, and it's because it's so powerful in those trace minerals that are naturally in the alfalfa plant. And it's in the morning and the evening packets also. And if you look here, it's a natural diuretic. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. It contains naturally occurring fiber, which is why it helps with detox. And it just goes on and on and on and on. One important thing to note is the roots of the mature plants of alfalfa can go as deep as 25 feet into the ground, picking up valuable minerals and nutrients that are not available to any other plant. And Shaklee uses very mature alfalfa plants. I think I have to look this up, but I think they're 5 to 7 year old plants that it's used. I may be wrong on that, but it's not just a brand new plant that's 1 year old. Very mature plants have the most nutrition in them. So alfalfa is amazing. And then Herblax. This is one of my favorites also. And this is a balanced blend of 9 herbs. It does not act like, don't think X-Lax when you think of Herblax. It's not like that at all. It does not rely on harsh chemicals as the active ingredients. It's a natural alternative to help people go to the bathroom regular. And actually, this was Dr. Shaklee's second product that he formulated because he knew that regularity was so critical when it comes to being healthy. And in the last few years, I found out something I loved. Dr. Shackley actually formulated this product, put these herbs together when he was recovering from radiation poisoning, because he used x-rays in a time when they didn't know the dangers of them, and he got x-ray poisoning on his body, and because he was a chiropractor and he was using x-rays. Well, guess what? He took years off of his practice, and he said, what herbs can I combine so that I can detox every cell in my body? So I mention that because Herblax is not just for the colon, it's for the whole body. So when you put together the healthy food choices, when you put together clinically proven supplements, plus making new friends in a private group on Facebook, the 7-Day Healthy Cleanse is just a very fun experience. You will feel better in 1 week. It's guaranteed. Shackley guarantees it, and Shackley stands behind their 100% guarantee. So I invite all of you to join us on the 7-Day Healthy Cleanse. There's a guide that comes with it, and we're here to answer your questions. And if you have more info about any of that, there's my contact info, my website, the QR code, if you want to scan that so that you can contact me and ask me questions directly. And now we're going to stop the recording. And just like we do on all of our live recordings, we will have a live Q&A that's not recorded, so people feel free to ask whatever they want to ask. So thank you for watching this info. We invite you to join our 7-Day Healthy Cleanse. It's just a fun experience. Thank you.